Ryan's got our full look at the forecast. We're talking about this overnight storm, so not a long one, but it is kind of dumping some inches here.
Yeah, if you have to be out tonight around 9, 10, 11, it's going to be tricky in spots.
Thick of it.
Kind of funny, you might remember yesterday and the day before, I mentioned how some of the computer models are bringing in the snow really fast. And we can slow them down to show them on TV to match what we were thinking. And that's pretty much how it's panned out.
Okay.
Some of the models had snow in here at like 3 o'clock, and it's not here yet.
We haven't seen that,
so
right.
The forecast so far is panning out for this one as we thought. Checking the webcams very closely, I don't see anything in Kennebunk yet, but we'll bring it down the coast just a little bit. And yeah, we have snow that's coming down in Portsmouth. It's 34 degrees though, so it's a little wetter snow in Kittery and Portsmouth to start. As the temperatures drop and the air cools, it'll more efficiently accumulate over the next couple of hours. So this leading edge is not yet reaching the ground, but we can tell by the visibility where the snow is reaching the ground. And this may be pretty dramatic. You might go from nothing to heavy snow very quickly. Look at Sanford, for example. At the airport there, 10-mile visibility, which means it's dry. Rochester, New Hampshire, a quarter-mile visibility and heavy snow. So there's going to be a quick ramp up once this moves in during the evening hours. We have this band that pivots into the state and then pivots out late tonight, and northern Maine never gets into it. In fact, it's going to be very cold up there tonight. So 5 o'clock, this is about the approximate edge of the snow here by 5:30 or so. Most of York County should be into it by about 5:30. And then between 6 and 7 getting started around Portland and Lewiston. And you see the dark blues here, that's the heavy snow, which is just sitting to our west in New Hampshire. So conditions will go downhill pretty quickly tonight. 9 o'clock, the snow spreading into central Maine, say from Waterville over to Penobscot Bay and Bangor. And then after 9 o'clock, getting into down east. Now this is probably the peak of it for most, around 11 o'clock tonight. And then after that, this cold, dry air up over the county start to eat away at some of the snow bands, and we'll taper it from moderate to heavy snow to lighter snow toward daybreak and just some snow showers after the sun comes up, and we'll actually see increasing sunshine during the day tomorrow. 4 to 7 inches of snow should do it for most here in southern Maine. I think that extends up to about Augusta as well. And then 2 to 4 around Penobscot Bay, Bangor, back toward Pittsfield and over Foxcroft, coating to 2 up in this direction. Again, you're by the edge of the snow. We get a pretty good weekend. 20s to near 30 tomorrow with partial sunshine. It's a little breezy in eastern Maine in the morning, but otherwise just a 5 to 15 mile per hour wind. And then Sunday, our weather is quiet as well. Probably more clouds in the southern part of the state, more sunshine to the north, but all in all, a decent looking day on Sunday. And then the Monday storm, which we have been talking about now all week, can't really dispute the trends in the computer models in the last 24 hours. They are for a track that's closer to New England. I think southern New England is pretty much a lock for a big snowstorm, Boston down to the Cape. As for us, we're closer to the edge of the snow on Monday. The timing would be, say, late morning into the afternoon. But the exact track of this, whether it creeps northwest or creeps southeast, can pull this snow band in either direction. So right now, our thinking for Monday, we'll call it plowable snow odds in the, say, 3 to 6 inch range. That's looking likely for the coast into down east Maine, and then the odds decrease the farther northwest you get. We're going to have to keep tuned over the weekend to this forecast because being near the edge of the storm, any shift in the track one way or another can impact that. That's why we don't have exact numbers out yet. But the closer you are to the coast and eastern Maine on Monday, the better your odds are for some snow. And of course, that's back to school for the kids. Maybe some of them get a snow day. We'll just have to focus in on that over the weekend. And then middle of next week might actually be a little warm up.
Okay.
So.
All right.
Fresh snow and then melting.
Yeah.
Ryan, thank you.
Yep.